3D Cookie Monster Acrylic Nail Art Tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi everyone! In today's video I am making a 3D cookie monster holding a cookie. I also have a flat nail art that's Cookie Monster that I made a long time ago, so if you'd like to check that out there is going to be a link in the description box. So yeah, and don't forget to click subscribe to see my future videos as well.
For my background, I decided to use a bright green acrylic, so I'm just going to create a thin overlay across my nail tip with a very vibrant neon green. However, you could definitely use a different color as a background. I just kind of like the contrast with the green and the blue. I thought they looked really well together. And also, I just want to mention that my nail tip is square here. Normally, you see me using coffin a lot. That's a preferred nail shape. But you definitely want to have room at the bottom of your nail for the Cookie Monster. So don't taper the nail shape down too much. And then encase that with a layer of clear. This is going to add a lot of strength to your nail and also smooth out that green. And I'm going to be filing it with a 180 grit file. This is going to remove the bulk of the nail if you need to file anything off. And then I'm going to buff it with a 240 grit padded buffer to smooth out any scratches or scrapes that the other file may have left behind, and also just give it sort of a velvety finish. So now with blue acrylic, I'm going to start by just figuring out where my Cookie Monster is going to be. So right above center, I'm going to be adding just a large circle for his head, and then I'm going to fill in the tip with blue. And his shoulders kind of slope down, so it's a rounded shape at the bottom and then a perfect little circle for his head. So now I'm going to be shaping his upper lip. So with a really stiff bead of that same blue acrylic, I'm going to place it down almost as if I was doing a straight smile line. So if you ever do a reverse French tip, think of it as the same thing. You're kind of just making sure you get that nice strong line that isn't going to blend out. I'm also going to thicken up his lower lip a little bit, just like that, and trying to keep it thin in the center of his mouth, but also thicker towards where his chin would be. And I'm going to add some more acrylic to his upper lip because I really want to have a nice ledge on it to really give it that 3D appearance. And then there you can see how it looked from the side. I'm just going to add a little bit more blue acrylic to his body just because my blue was a little bit transparent and so you could see the green through it. So I'm going to be mixing my color of flocking powder because I didn't have a blue that I was completely happy with. So I mixed a dark blue and a light blue together to create the color that I am going for, which is sort of a medium color. And I'm going to add layers of top coat over him in sections and then applying the flocking powder mix that I created. And then doing another section, and I am very sorry that I missed this part, but I also painted his mouth black. So it's just like a half circle in his mouth that is black, and I will repaint that later on because you do need to touch it up, and so you'll be able to see me paint it later as well. So I'm going to add the flocking powder over his body. And then after you have got all of that on there, you're going to want to take a fan brush after it's dry and just gently brush it off to remove any of that excess. On a nail form backing, I'm going to be sculpting his cookie, so place a small amount of like a golden beige color, and then just make your circle and create a bite out of it. I'm going to attach that with a small amount of blue and then add the hand and arm that is holding the cookie above the body that you created before. With white at his two eyes, and you definitely want these to have a bulbous appearance, so you want them to be nice and thick so that is that all of these wonderful characters are known for. And then add some flocking powder over his arm. And then, as I mentioned, I'm going to be fixing up the black in the center because there is some flocking powder that makes his mouth look a little less black than it should be, and also giving him his crazy pupils. Add matte top coat over his mouth and over his eyes, and really try to not get any of that top coat or either top coat on his fur because you're going to lose all of the fuzziness. Throw that gel sealer on the green background, cure it, and you're all set. I hope you like this design. Don't forget to click subscribe and also share any recreations with me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'd love to see them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!